The future of health is clear with Ritual. Daily essentials with good intentions for living life or creating it. Now, Ritual has the multivitamin for women, prenatal vitamins, a daily shake, and a multivitamin for men. Those are just some of their products. Ritual is easy to start and easy to cancel. Now, Ritual's team of scientists and nutritional experts are on a mission to turn your new healthy habit into a ritual. They offer free shipping, control of your own delivery date, free and easy cancellation, and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So click the link in the description box and get started today at making Ritual part of your daily health regimen. Daily essentials with good intentions for Hey. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl, Sweet Pea, and I'm back with another video. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share the video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what time it is. All right, who we got? Who we got in the building? Together we break chains. Hey, girlfriend, Royal K. Ray, April Hubbard, Adriana's Report, my proud member. And I see you guys are coming in. So as you come in, you can go ahead and speak to me, and I will feel free. You know, like I'll shout you out. Hey, Kimi, I see you. Courtney, I see you. As you come in, I'll shout you out if I can. If I'm not too wrapped up in this shit. Okay. What's up, Sun Goddess? Y'all listen, Linda. Hey, Callie. I was up doing my research. Hey, Classy. I was doing my research for part 2 of our video. Hey, Marva, my proud member. Hey, Denise. And I was like, all into doing the things of the things. G-Flow, what's up? I was doing the things of the things. And one of my, my girl, she DM'd me, hey, Susie. And she was like, girl, you see this shit. Now, I had just looked at the docket bird to see if there had been any updates. And it wasn't. Like around 9-10 o'clock, it wasn't anything. So I was like, okay, because usually on Fridays, it's giving updates. That's usually when they update shit. So I had looked, I ain't seen nothing, so I went about my business. Child, my girl DM me not too long ago, was like, Sweet Pea, do you see this? And of course, as soon as we get it, we gonna bring it to you. So now I knew it had to be something, because earlier she had scheduled a live, then it looked like it was canceled, Tasha K. And I did see that she had posted that she was in Mali, and she was showing her neighborhood, and you can hear the goats and the chickens and shit in the back, the roosters and stuff. And I told y'all that's the kind of neighborhood she was living in. Didn't I tell y'all that? See, y'all be laughing at me. Y'all be laughing. Y'all remember we did that whole skit. And I talked about how she was, the mom lived in the village, and she's like the mother of the village. She got a reputation, and everybody's like, is that Mali's boy? That's Mali's boy. He's with the Tasha K. That's the girl that got sued by the Cardi B. And I told y'all, child, when I seen that goddamn video, Tasha's walking through the damn, she said it's her neighborhood, honey. It's giving clay streets. It's giving very much, it's wet. It's just looking like everything I said it looked like. That's exactly what it was given. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that, but I'm just saying, Tasha K, now ain't nobody gonna be able to convince me that this woman wanted to live in Africa, that she just picked up and went to Africa because that's where she want to be. Now, y'all can be in them goddamn comments talking about motherland. That's right, Tasha. You in the motherland. Y'all can talk that motherland shit all you want to. This girl is walking around in clay streets, wet dirt, roosters cackling behind her, chickens is running around, the goats is waiting to be slaughtered so they can get eaten, the cows is running around, and you mean that she's flying flies and shit? The flies is on the cow shit. You mean to tell me you want me to believe that Tasha K just wanted to be in Mali? This is where she wants to be. Yeah, that's it. She ain't fooling me. Girl, you was very much so high maintenance. Okay. You was just in a studio. Remember, you had a studio with your employees, and you was flying people out. Everybody was coming to interview. How the fuck you gonna get everybody over there to interview all the way over there in Africa? That's what the hell I want to know. I don't think anybody thought this shit out. Did you think it out? How is everybody going to get over there to do these interviews? And the people that you interview are very much D-list. So how the hell they going to afford to get all the way over to Africa? I don't think anybody thought this shit out. Everybody was just packing up their shit. Time to go. Get my motherfucking shoes. Get my gold shoes. Don't forget my roach clippers. Pack them up and put them in this suitcase. Shit. Get my motherfucking shoe. Don't forget that suitcase. And don't forget that suitcase. Child, they was packing shit up and moving, running around. They coming. I don't know. They was down there at the Chase Bank. I don't know. They right around the corner. I don't know. Yeah, somebody call the goddamn Uber. Because we ain't got the goddamn Cadillac no more. Call the fucking Uber. Oh, shit. They coming. Who's that knocking at the door? Who is that at the door? Oh, shit. Woo, they scared me. That's just the motherfucking Uber driver. Charlie was running around trying to pack it up. Yes. You're not going to be able to tell me that that's where you want to be. Girl, not you. Not you, Miss Mamas. Not you. No. Not you. Child, she gonna need them gold shoes. She gonna need them gold shoes, them roach clippers. She gonna need them over there. She gonna be stepping on. Oh, I can't get this cockroach. That's Tasha. That's not the cockroach. That's not the cockroach. That's a tarantula. That's a tarantula. That's not the cockroach. That's a tarantula, and we eat them. We eat those. Don't throw that away. We eat those. You kill it and you put it in that bucket over there. We eat those. We make tarantula soup. And don't even come for me, because African people eat bushmeat, okay? And if you know anything about bushmeat, it's anything that you find in the bushes. So they just might be eating tarantulas, because if you find tarantulas in the bushes, you can use that. It qualifies as bush meat. Hey, Marva, my member. So, honey, she is over there in Mali. Okay. She's over there. Okay. She done just uprooted everybody. That's what I'm saying. I feel sorry for the kids. I know that teenager of hers is pissed because, honey, you done just took her over from her life as an American teenager, and you done just uprooted her and put her in the smack dab in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of a neighborhood where there is livestock openly walking down the street. She got to walk down the street with the rest of the kids to the village school. The school that's in the village, the only school that's within 100 miles. Child, there's no way. That's what I heard too, CR, that she was with Chelsea, that she's the babysitter. But when in this live, I could have swore I saw that little baby sitting on Shaq's lap, and they was having a hard time trying to get him still. That's what it looked like. I could be wrong. I thought that's what I saw. He was holding a little boy. So I don't know. So if she left her in the States, that's probably because she's in school. Okay. Yeah, they do, and make it looks good. The daughter is with Chelsea. Okay. She has the boy. I told you the mom said, we're keeping the gal. We're going to take the gal. We're going to take the gal and the boy. I be telling y'all, she said, okay, we'll take the little boy, we're going to leave the gal. Bring the boy, we're leaving the gal, and let her go to school. I didn't say that it wasn't beautiful. It probably is beautiful, but that's not the type of environment that Tasha K is used to. She's very much used to, Atlanta. And she was on her way to living in a mansion, honey. She thought that little house she had was like a mini mansion. Tasha wants to be a celebrity. She don't want to be over there in no fucking mud, walking up and down, having to lift up her Muslim dress or whatever that is, the shit that Umfufu gave her, and she don't want to be walking around with that shit wrapped around her head. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I don't know. But that shit kills me. When people go over to these countries, I don't understand why they feel like they gotta do that and put on Muslim garb when you're not Muslim. Like I don't understand that. I know there are mansions there. I definitely know that. But she's not in where there's paved. Her area, it wasn't paved. Okay. She said it was muddy and wet. So I'm going off of the video. And yeah, we going off of what we saw over there. Yeah, I just got back from Africa a few days ago, and there's frequent power and internet outages, so it would be difficult for Tasha to live stream like she did in the US. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure Africa is very beautiful. But listen, it is. If you're American, it's a really big pill to swallow. So stop acting like. That's why I said I don't want to hear that motherland shit. Don't nobody. We're not. That's not. I've never been over there. I don't know nothing about that country. So y'all can act like y'all want to go back to Africa, or you want to go back over there and let me know how it was when you get back. I'm not going. I'm good. I'm staying right where I'm at. Not because I don't like African people or anything like that. So cut this shit. I'm just not going over there where I don't, it's a big culture shock. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I say I don't understand why people feel like when they go places, they got to wrap their hair up. They got to act like they're Muslim. They got to do all that. To me, respect the culture by just being considerate of their beliefs and being respectful of their beliefs. You ain't got to go over there and start wrapping your shit up and all that for what? That's what I said too. I said, she probably can live like a king over there. I did say that earlier today. That she can take her money and her money would go a long way over there. But I know Tasha K, her image online, and it's very much, you know what I'm saying? She is high maintenance. That lifestyle, she gonna get tired of that real quick. She packed their shit up and ran over there trying to dodge this goddamn lawsuit, trying to dodge this damn judgment. All of us, we're not stupid, okay? Exactly. It was not life goals for Tasha K. Definitely. Okay. So my whole thing is I need to know how she gonna get all those people that she wants to interview. How she gonna get them all over there? How she gonna get them over there? I don't think anybody thought this out. They just was packing up shit and they were running. But in any event, honey, you guys know that they've been arguing in court over this bond, right? This supersedious bond that Cardi B's side wants Tasha K to pay because they tried to impose the judgment, and then they went on down and sent paperwork to Chase Bank, and they had somebody at Chase Bank served with garnishment paperwork, right? And Tasha was like, ho, 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 ho. We didn't know nothing about this. How are they trying to collect? We wasn't, properly served. Boop, boop, boop. You're going to see this in the paperwork. She's claiming she did the same old shit that Nikki tried to pull. Her and Kenny, they weren't properly served. That old bullshit. That, they didn't know nothing about this garnishment. They weren't served. Da, 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 da. So, any event, trying to hold off, pushing off. And I just found out through this paperwork that the reason why it was taking so long to hear back about this appeal and whether or not they were going to hear the case and hear their argument about the appeal. I just found out why that was taking so fucking long, because they got another extension. She got another extension to turn in the brief. And I was like, extension again. This is what the fuck we went through in the trial. Oh, again, this is Sweet Pea After Dark. It is 1:47 in the morning. We cuss and we're loud at this time of night. Okay. So if anybody is, oh my God, you're loud, you're cussing. This is Sweet Pea After Dark. We get dirty around this time. Okay. So if you don't like that kind of commentary, you might as well go ahead and leave now because it's going to get worse than this. Now, I was like, okay, so that's why it's taking so goddamn long, because she got another damn extension. Now, y'all know throughout the case, that's what it was given. Throughout the lawsuit, it was extension after extension after extension. Judge, we need more time. We need more time to fill out the paperwork. Because all of them, they don't know how to, they don't know whether they coming or going. So they got an extension. So it's due October 28th, I believe. So we'll find out, hopefully, first, second week of November, what's going on with that appeal. But in the meantime, Cardi B was saying, okay, well, since I have to wait to collect on this judgment because she wants to file an appeal that is actually worthless, it's just wasting my time, then I need a bond. Okay, I need an appeal bond, a supersedious bond in the amount of the judgment, a surety bond, like a bond with like a bail bond, in the event that we holding off waiting for you to go to court, and if you skip off, we get to keep the money, a bond. So it's the same type of thing, they're saying, listen, so that we can protect our client, their what they've paid in attorney's fees and court fees and all of that. We need the bond in the amount of the judgment, and we need her to pay that right now in full while you decide on this appeal. Okay. So Tasha K, here is their response to that, because we know that we just read in the last video prior to our little documentary full breakdown, we read in the last court document update Cardi B's argument that why they need the bond and all of that. Well, here is Tasha's response. And honey, Olga is telling the court that Tasha K cannot afford $3.8 million in a supersedious bond. And she kind of hints, just like I told you, that this is a bond that is really usually rewarded. It's usually granted. And so she alludes in this paperwork that, okay, if you're going to allow a supersedious bond because the court is really supposed to automatically, please make it in an amount that the defendant can afford. She's basically saying the 3.8 million is not an amount that she can just pay. So we need you to, lower it or use your discretion to help out the defendant. So we're going to read it. Okay. So let me share my screen. Yeah. I mean, Tasha got everybody talking about hashtag they ain't got it. They have said it so much to now everything is I ain't got it. She even got the damn lawyer saying they ain't got it. All right. So this is defendant's response to plaintiff's motion for supersedious bond and a request for a hearing, because they're basically saying they want a bond hearing. Now that's just too much shit. I would be surprised if the judge even grants a bond hearing. Like, why do we need a hearing to determine whether a bond or amount of a bond? Like, no, we don't. Listen, this, what it normally is the amount of the judgment. If you can't pay it, well, you shouldn't have got into this shit. So it says, come now, defendants Latasha Kebe and Kebe Studios by and through undersigned counsel and submit this response to plaintiff's motion for a supersedious bond and plaintiff's brief in response to defendant's motions and in support of a supersedious bond. In support of this response, the defendants show the following. Now, here is the relevant facts and procedural history. On February 17th, 2022, this court entered a judgment in favor of Cardi B in the amount of $3,863,753.47. On March 17, 2022, the defendants filed a timely notice of appeal to the United States Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit, and they paid all costs of the appeal in the district court. All $504 that it costed to file that appeal, goddamn it, Tasha and them paid that shit. Now, I told you in the last video, they made sure that they say that they paid this goddamn appeal fee. Okay, they said we paid something. Now we need to get some credit. Okay, we paid it $504. We get some credit for that. So on July 15th, 2022, the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals dismissed the appeal for lack of jurisdiction and informed the parties how to correct the outstanding jurisdictional concerns. Then on July 19th, this court entered an amended final judgment in favor of Cardi B in the amount of $3.8 million. On July 29th, Tasha K filed a timely notice of appeal to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit, and again paid all costs of the appeal in the district court. So she wants to, keep pointing that out because I guess she said, listen, we filed it prematurely the first time when we paid that $504. Then we paid it again. So don't we got some credit around here? Because we really filed two appeals. One wasn't, was prematurely and it didn't count. So don't we got a $504 credit? Can we put that on the 3.8 milli? No, ma'am. So, I mean, shit, they just going to keep mentioning that they paid that appeal. Now, on August the 23rd, the plaintiff filed a garnishment action against both defendants in the state court of DeKalb County. Now, when I say both defendants, we ain't talking about Star Marie or nothing like that. Y'all know that the two defendants is really Tasha K and Kibi Studios, aka Shaq. Okay. However, the plaintiff failed to properly serve the defendants, which left them unaware of this pending garnishment. So they're saying when Cardi B filed her garnishment action against them, she didn't serve them any of it. She just sent it to the court. So they were not served. On August 29th, the defendants filed appellant's opening brief in the United States Court of Appeals, meaning they submitted their brief about their appeal, and it was timely submitted. On August the 30th, the plaintiff served the DeKalb County garnishment documents on Svetlana Payne of JP Morgan Chase Bank. However, Cardi B again failed to properly serve the defendants. So they're saying that every time Cardi has been trying to impose this judgment, she's just going to the proper channels without allowing Tasha K to know about it. On September 1st, 2022, the plaintiff applied for a writ of execution against Kibi and against Kibi Studios. They're saying this was the first time that Tasha learned of Cardi B's clandestine attempts to enforce a judgment, the execution of which had already been suspended for over a month. Now, I beg to differ with that. I don't recall seeing any paperwork that their judgment was suspended. I don't recall seeing anything like that. I don't think it was suspended by the courts or suspended by anyone. It just wasn't collected on in the first 30 days because you were busy diverting, and diversion tactics by filing appeals. So I don't see how the, judgment was suspended, but whatever. So then on September the 2nd, the defendants filed a motion for stay pending the appeal and a motion for denial of the plaintiff's application for writ of execution. So remember, Tasha filed for a motion for stay, meaning she wanted to hold off on the judgment being paid until they get a response on the appeal. And she also filed a motion for denial of Cardi B's writ of executions. Then on September the 7th, Cardi B requested and was granted a 30-day extension to file the appealee's response brief, which is currently due on October 28th. Okay, so when I read this, at first I thought it was Tasha. So now seeing this, Tasha K is not the one that asked for extension for the brief. It's actually Cardi B. She got a 30-day extension and she was granted that for a response to this brief, and it's due by October 28th. But I believe that that's like really a good tactic on their part because they've already submitted their writs of executions as well as their response to that stay, as well as the garnishment attempts. So all of that can actually be talked about in their response to the appeal and to really like fight their argument about why she deserves to win on the appeal. So maybe they did that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't imagine why Cardi's team would need extensions because they're pretty much always on top of it. I've never seen them really ask for more time. So they might have did that. That might have been a tactic because it kind of makes sense to now be given their response on the actual appeal itself after they have filed on trying to get this judgment. So I think that's a brilliant tactic on their part. Now, on September 16th, the plaintiff filed a motion for a supersedeas bond in the amount of $3.8 million and a brief in response to the defendant's motions in support of a supersedeas bond. Now, although the defendants recently submitted two motions explaining that in the case at bar, Georgia law governs proceedings concerning stays and supersedeas bonds, the plaintiff somehow managed to waste an entire brief citing inapplicable rules and case law in support of her request for supersedeas bond. So they're trying to say that Cardi B's team were citing, because I told you they cite case laws to try to prove their points of as to their arguments in these briefs. So they'll, cite other cases where their arguments applied in those cases. Well, Tasha K's team is saying that the case laws that Cardi and them filed didn't make any sense and it didn't apply to their to this case. So I'm not going to read the next paragraph because they are really the case laws. So it just doesn't make sense to me to read it. So then she says, furthermore, the plaintiff wrongfully claimed that the defendants have failed to meet their burden of demonstrating the necessity for a reduction or a complete waiver of the bond amount. Under Georgia law, unless a motion by appellee is filed, the notion of appeal shall serve as supersedeas upon payment of all costs in the trial court by the appellant, and it shall not be necessary that a supersedeas bond or other form of security be filed. It's important to remember at the time that the defendants filed their motion to stay, the plaintiff had not yet moved this court for a supersedeas bond. In fact, the defendants had absolutely no reason to anticipate such a request when their first notice of appeal was filed nearly 7 months ago. That doesn't make any sense. And plaintiff never moved for supersedeas bond until now. Now, I don't even know. Has it been 7 months? Okay, so they said that the first appeal was filed nearly 7 months ago on March 17th. But if you guys remember, this is Olga's mind. Now I'm getting ready to bust Olga's ass right here. Now this doesn't make any sense. Now, if you're saying that you guys filed your first notice of appeal nearly 7 months ago, and you're saying now she's just now asking for a supersedeas bond, why now? First of all, when you filed your appeal back in March, it was null and void because it was too prematurely. Remember, that's not the timely appeal. You had to file it again in July. Right? So how is it that this one you're now referring to it? That one's gone, girl. That one ain't that one you can't even reference. That was the whole jurisdiction thing. So, Olga, bust you us. That's not the appeal that you should be referring to, madam. Now, this court, okay, she's trying to tell them what they should be doing with this supersedious bond. So she's saying, given that the plaintiff has requested a supersedious bond, the trial court shall require a bond be given in an amount within his discretion. When determining the bond amount, this court is authorized to consider whether the defendant's present financial condition is such that the posting of a full bond would impose an undue financial burden. So she's saying that Tasha K can't afford $3.8 million and that it's up to the court to give a bond amount within their discretion. And when doing so, they have to take into consideration Tasha K's present financial condition. Well, didn't you just cash out some coins and put 600 milli in an African bank, which translates into $896,000? I think you can afford to make a payment. I think you can afford something. Now, this court, after notice and hearing, Olga says, they can lower the bond if the court determines that Tasha K has shown good cause for fixing a lesser amount. Well, I don't think that Tasha K has shown good cause for anything. Now, see, this is where shooting yourself in the foot comes into play. You have been running around here disrespecting the court's recommendation that you stop talking about Cardi B as it pertains to her cheating and Offset cheating, her having diseases, all these different things. You still been alluding that these things are true and that later down the line we are all going to find out that we've been had, that these were all true statements, but the machine got the best of Tasha K. You've been running around here acting like your shit don't stink and that you don't have to abide by no rules. But now you want to ask the court to lower the bond amount because you chose good cause for fixing a lesser amount. Where did you show good cause for anything concerning any money? You have not even attempted to pay anything. You haven't tried to work out an agreement with Cardi B. You haven't sent any type of, a paperwork suggesting that there be some type of payment plan or anything. So where have you shown good cause? But now you're doing this begging and pleading because you know your ass ain't got it. Alternatively, after conducting the hearing, this court can order the defendants to give another form of security in lieu of supersedious bond. Well, what else would you give up? Chickens and goats, a dowry in the form of check? What you want him check to give the dowry? I mean, what, in the form of goats, chickens, and horses and cows? Because you said you can give up something else other than money. So what is it? You want to give up part of the farm, the land over there? Because you sold off everything, right? Didn't you get rid of everything? So what is it that you have to give? Again, you done jumped the goddamn gun, girl. You done gave off all your shit. You don't got nothing to trade. You ain't got shit to trade. Hollywood says the house. But isn't somebody living in there? Wasn't they renting it out? Didn't they try to rent it out? How you gonna give up the house and somebody else is living in it? Exactly. She's looking like she's laughing in Cardi's face while running away with her loot. And it's all recorded on social media. But we got something to say about that. I have, because I was watching her this morning, with this little 1 minute clip of her in Africa. And I said, see, that's her downfall. That's her downfall because she can't stay off social media. How the fuck you ever been on the run and recording every step you make on social media? That's because she can't stay offline. She want to show off. And child, sending minions my way ain't gonna work. You can send as many people as you want to send. I'm going to continue to do the videos. I wanted to let you know that too. I seen the comment and I got the little, shade that you tried to send the minion. It's not going to work because I'm going to continue to do my videos. I'm not moved by anyone. I'm going to get my content. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. I'm going to make my money as I should. You are a trending topic. You were sued by a celebrity. Ain't that what you wanted? Didn't you want all this clout? Didn't you want your name to ring bells? Well, it damn sure do. It ring bells when anytime you want to know about how not to get sued by a celebrity, how not to post videos and get defamation claims filed against you. Yes, your name rings bells, and I'm going to get my damn money. Yes, absolutely. So anybody that come over here thinking that they trolling me for Tasha K, I'm going to just pay your ass dust. You will be blocked. I will not be responding, and I will be moving on. Anybody that leaves a comment. Okay? Okay. Now, Tasha, back to your ass. Okay? You cannot stay off social media, which is why everything that you are doing is going to be thrown back up in your face at your appeal hearing. They're going to have photos of you in front of that bank. They're going to have their videos of you bragging about moving shit around. Just because you moved to Africa also, and that shit you got going on with R. Kelly and the federal shit you got going on, they don't have an extradition treaty where they can't extradite from Africa. Africa has an extradition treaty where they can come get your ass. I think the only countries is like Iraq and a couple other ones that don't have, Iran or Iraq or one of them that don't have extradition treaties. But Africa, yes, ma'am, they can come get you. So just like you told them people in that goddamn video, if you were reporting fake news, why would the feds be requesting your videos? Why would other blogs, why would other people be quoting your videos? Child, the feds is requesting your videos because they want to see how much shit you know. They want to know how you got that information. They're not quoting you as they're getting information from you to help them solve their case. They want to know where the hell did you get that from and why. That's called an investigation. That's the flip, but see, that's her trying to spin it, trying to spin a narrative. If I was reporting fake news, why is the feds requesting my videos? Why are they watching my video? Girl, because they watching your ass because you were under a federal investigation. So, honey, moving to Africa and running around and running away, it's not going to help you. You're still going to have to pay Cardi B. I keep saying it might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. It might not be next week. It might not be even a month or two from now, but you're going to have to pay her. Another thing, you're making your money. Your accounts are American based. Your AdSense account is Google American based. It's not in Africa. Okay. The app that you make your money off of with your app material, that is all being funneled into some type of direct deposit account. And it's all American currency. So how the hell are you figuring that you're going to move that around and it can't be touched? It's still Google AdSense, American currency. And I believe changing it to international and all of this, it requires other things. I don't think you could just, let me flip it to international. I think it's another process that you may have to go through. I'm not sure. I would have to look into that. But I'm like, I don't think it makes a difference if she thinks because she moved to another country that they can't touch the YouTube money because it's going into the Google AdSense account. That's direct deposit. So if it, yeah, but you can convert it, but your actual account itself is a Google AdSense account, and it goes into your bank account. First, it's all um AdSense calculates what they're going to give you for the month based off of the ad revenues and all that. And it's a different conversion rate for international if you are in another country and stuff like that. So, again, people that aren't YouTubers, they don't know this. And I don't even think Tasha even realized that. And if you are a YouTuber or someone from overseas that deals with AdSense and Google, please drop in the comments and give me a thumbs up. When you are a YouTuber from another and living in another country, you are on a whole nother AdSense pay scale. It's paid international and whatever, like an international account, and it's whatever country your currency is based off of. So you living somewhere else, and now you trying to say that you're, running from this judgment, but you still trying to leave your Google AdSense in American currency, then I guess you just over there visiting. They still will be able to touch that account because it's hooked up to your Google AdSense and whatever bank account you selected. Like you would have to really know what YouTube and how it works for you to understand what it is that I'm saying. You guys is probably just going over your head because you don't get it because you're not a YouTuber. Google pays in whatever account in whatever country that you exactly. That's what I said. That's what I'm saying. So she set her account up in American currency, and if you're going to move to Africa and you are now international and you think that you're moving money around, then you got to change your whole Google account. If you don't change that, what's the point? Then they can just garnish it. That's what I'm trying to say. My product supplier is in Nigeria and he has a Chase account in New York. No problem. That's not what I'm saying. You can have a bank account anywhere. I'm talking about the actual Google AdSense account itself, right? So it's that's not a bank account. The Google AdSense account is just okay. So say like you have your Xfinity account or any type of account that you have for any supplier, anything that is providing you with a service. You have an online account and all your transactions go through it. Well, that's what Google is. So you have your AdSense account and the advertisers, they pay you a certain CPM rate and RPM rate, YouTube pays you, and it's all based off of currency, what country you're in. And that's how the advertisers figure out how to pay you. So if you're international, it would be a different rate the advertisers would be paying. So if it's based in Africa already, she doesn't have it based in Africa. If it's already based in Africa, then she would, it wouldn't be any conversions or anything that she has to do. But if it's based in America, then they're gonna just garnish the money with no problem. All they have to do is do what Cardi did. Give the garnishment paperwork to the bank where your money is at. Now, I don't know what international banks, how that was when she moved up her money to that bank in Africa. I don't know, what their laws are as far as that. But I would assume if any debt that you have, whatever country you move to, your debt is just following you. It might take a while for them to figure out how to get it. But you think that Cardi B is just going to let this go? Cardi's not letting this shit go. You're right about the AdSense. Yes, he did. Don't know if he still lives there now. I see. Right. So it's, She would have to change her channel name. She will be garnished. That's definitely true. And that's another thing. When you set up your AdSense account, you can't just switch it to another name, because we give our social security number, we give information like when you filling out a tax form. So you can't just up, I want to change that. It's no, it's not that simple. It's not that type of account where like a cable or something where you could just change somebody's name. No, this is, you would have it's social security numbers involved. Your tax information is already, you can't just, you would have to start a whole nother channel. Yeah, I don't even think that you can do change all that. I almost feel sorry for her. This is a bizarre way to go out. Something's wrong with TK. I mean, I feel as though she definitely hurt her brand with this lawsuit with Cardi B. I think that it didn't do what she thought it was going to do. It actually backfired. So she could start another, yeah, a new Tasha. I mean, yeah, she could do a whole nother, but hey, then you got to start all over. You got to get subs and all that. Like she can't, I don't know if you can just take that account that has the million subs and just put somebody else's name on it. Like I don't think you can do all that. Hey, sweet pea. Hey, Valerie. I don't know. But all I know is if you set your account up and, your Google AdSense account is American based, it's the currency is American. And just because you move to another country, honey, you, you got to change all of that internationally if you really trying to be legal. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you're just going over there and you're just visiting over, you could just leave. You could leave it. I don't think there's no law or rule that says just because she moved to Africa that she got to change it to an African account. What my point is, if she's trying to run and hide and do all this, then she would have to go that far and change her account as well. That's my point. So we said all of that to say that if your ass is running, you forgetting you got to change that YouTube account. You got to change that AdSense account, or they still going to be able to get that money. Because when you're doing shit like this, you don't think everything out, right? You just left in a rush. You left in a hurry. You think you crossed your T's and dotted all your I's, but it's always that, oh, shit. And then the whole plan is kaput because it's that one little thing that you forgot. And that's the major part. And that's that goddamn AdSense account. It's too much, Tasha. Just pay. Exactly. People scam so much, you just change name and info, even with cable. Right. You can do that. But with an AdSense account, it's different. It's not. It's not as simple as you think it is. So like just like when they terminate you, when YouTube terminates your account, you can't just come back and make another YouTube channel under your social security and your name. A lot of people use other people's information when they make another channel. Because when they terminate you, you're done. They really don't intend for you to be coming back. So if you do keep coming back, honey, you just come back and you be quiet about that shit. But when you go to get monetized, a lot of people, they do accounts in other people's names. Or they try to wait and die down and see if they can apply for their name again and see if they can get it off. But once they terminate your ass, they mean for your channels and that channel that they terminating you and all the other ones associated with you, they mean for them to be gone. So I know of a YouTuber that recently had her channel snatched. And when she came back, she actually was using her girlfriend information. She wasn't using her information. So, yeah. So, this is just, it's just, girl, pay Cardi B. Like I said, all you got to do is just set up a payment arrangement. She said on one video, I'm not employed. I volunteer for the company. I don't get a paycheck. So I guess they can't garnish the ad money. Yes, they can. That doesn't mean, okay. So we tried to explain that on another video. We explained that on a previous video. For some reason, I think people seem to believe all the dumbass shit that Tasha K says out of her mouth, because I guess people think because she's got 1 million subscribers that she somehow is knows everything. I don't know why, but this is what they think. Just because she is an employee of a company of this Kiwi Studios does not mean that she can't be garnished. That doesn't mean that. You have an account, an AdSense account. You have income going into this AdSense account. You can be garnished. You have a bank account in your name. You can be garnished. You are married to your husband, who is also the agent of Kiwi Studios. So whatever money he got can be garnished. It doesn't matter whether or not you are an employee versus a not an employee, whether you got a job or you don't got a job. If you have a bank account, you have a source of income, you got money coming in, it can be taken from you. Period. They are gonna, if you think Cardi B is just all of the money that she spent, all the humiliation she suffered, you think she's just gonna walk away and say, oh, we can't get the money? They are going to try everything they can to get that money. All of their options will be exhausted before they walk away. They ain't gonna just, Cardi ain't gonna just, oh, I'm defeated, she got that off. She's going to get her money, mark my words. She gonna get that money. Yeah, she's in Africa because she did shut up, Sean. She did a live, and she was in Africa, child. You could hear she was walking through the street. She said it was wet. You could see actually the neighborhood, and it was Africa. You could see it, and you could hear, the animals in the background. It was Africa. So, and like I said, I'm not, hey, Africa's nothing wrong with being in Africa. But all I know is this is not what she dreamed of when she started going viral. She dreamed of making money, making millions of dollars, and getting a mansion and living like a celebrity, because that's who she thinks she is. She thinks she's a celebrity. She thinks she's some kind of YouTube star. So, her going over to Africa and living, over in Africa, that's not what she planned. Now, I'm not saying you can't go over there and get a man. Like, she can go over there with the money that she's making and live really good and have a mansion, have a great life. But it will take some time for her to build and get that, she got to build a home. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that do that, they go over there and build a home, something real nice. And then now, these countries are stepping their game up. They got real nice houses over there that people, real estate and everything in these countries, that people go and they go drop a nice little coin and they live great. But that's not what her intention was when she came on YouTube. And ain't nobody going to convince me that she wants to live over there. She don't want to fucking be in no Africa. I'm sorry. Tasha K want to be going. She want a red carpet. She want to be flying people out, interviewing, big ass studio, showing off. That's what she wants. She don't want to be meh. She don't want no shit like, we got to get out there and we got to milk the cow. God damn it, did you get them chicken eggs? They laid them eggs last night. She don't want to be living like that. From what I heard, she's still in the States or still in Atlanta with the daughter. That's what people are saying, that she's got what's her name? Tantu. And Tasha and the husband has the son. So whew, if y'all told me months ago that Tasha was moving to Africa in the same month, okay. Oh, Rachel Dolezal, she got an OnlyFans, child. Africa is extremely underdeveloped, and they're in Mali. So Mali is a little, in where she is, it looks very rural, And it just looks like she's going to be milking cows, and time two gonna have to walk to school with the other village children to the one school that's up the road. That's what it's giving. Hey, Walters. I mean, it just doesn't scream, this is where I want to go. Like, no, girl, you trying to convince us that you're happy. Who the fuck you trying to convince? Us or you? You know good and goddamn well your ass don't want to be over there in no fucking Africa. Africa is different from DR, okay? And see, this is the shit for me. She's always trying to outdo Cardi B. Now, Cardi done went over there in DR and bought her a home. And then they get on the plane. Come on, Gotcha, we going to the Dominican. Mommy, daddy, come on, let's go. We going on the plane. Mommy, daddy, get your Birkin bag. And then Tasha K, come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, get in the boat. Get in the boat. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. They got to swim and, get on over there to Mali. Child, Mali, DR, two different places. There ain't nobody telling me they was going to have cows. I thought I was going to be able to buy my milk from the store. We got to milk the cow. I'm not drinking no goat milk. Shit! I'm not drinking no goddamn goat milk. Shit! Go to the store and get some goddamn cow milk. We can't drink no goddamn goat milk. But Tasha, what do you want me to do? This is what I grew up on. It's good. You try it and see. It's good. If you don't, my mama, you're going to offend my mother. You're going to offend. You don't want to offend my mother. Oh, Bona Sananini Mama. Bona, it's us, child. When they got off that goddamn boat, honey, she came running. The mom came running down. Shaq, it's my Shaq now. It's my Shaq now. Who is that? Who is this woman? Who is this? Who is this? Shaq now, I told you to come alone. Who is this? Give me the little boy. Give me the boy. Give me the boy. Who's this? Who's this? I told you to come and learn. Who's this? Mama, bona salanini, mama, bona, mama, don't do it. That's me wife. It's Tasha. Her last name is Kibi now. She's a Kibi. I don't give a damn. She got sued by the Cardi B. She got sued. Shit, nah. You think you don't remember you call me, you told me she make you do it in the t-shirt. She make you do it in the t-shirt. And now you bring her here? Bona, mama, bona. Don't do it. Bona salanini, mama. Bona salanini, mama. Bona. You told me she make you do it in the t-shirt. And now you bring her here? Okay. It's you. This what you do, but you're not going to embarrass me. And then the women in the villages, that's Mali's boy. That's his wife. She got sued by the Cardi B. She got sued by the Cardi B. Yeah, she got sued by the Cardi B. They took all of their money. That's what they move here. Yes, Mali's boy. That's what they move here. This way. Look at Mally now. She thought she was big shit. Look at Mally and her boy Shake. Look at that. Child, she said, get this goddamn spider. He said, Tasha, that is a tarantula. We eat it. You don't kill it, we eat it. It's bushmeat. We eat it. We make a soup out of it. We don't kill it, we eat it. Child, that's what the women gonna be doing. They're gonna be sitting around the fire, honey. That's how they're gonna be singing. That's how they're gonna be singing it. Da la da la la da la la da la 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 da la la. They all move, Evan. They all gonna be sitting around in a circle. Da la la da la la da la 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 da la 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 da la la da la. Oh my goodness! Where did they get that song from, Shek? Where did they get it? How did they learn that song? How did they know it? They making fun of me. You see it? They making fun of me. Dan da la 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 da la 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 la. Right. They gonna sing what? Make it stop for the wet ass pussy. Now make it drop for the wet ass pussy. Boom 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 boom. I'm not messing with y'all. Y'all just gonna keep me up. Y'all just keep me up here just making fun of this girl. Child, she just looking like a fucking asshole out here. Right. Every time they see her. Now make it jump for the wet ass pussy. Go back there and milk the cows. Tasha, go and milk the cow. It's your turn. Hey, good vibes, my proud member. Go back there and milk the cow, Tasha. It's your turn. Go back there and do it. Da la 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 da la 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 la. I don't follow Tasha K. How is it that? Well, listen. I'm so sick of y'all with this. Black people are the most colorist. Don't get me started. Black people are the most colorist of each other. Okay. You know, Black people are unintentionally colorist of their own family members, children, loved ones, all of the time. And I've never seen Cardi B be a colorist. She's married to a Black man. She has Black children. And this whole argument that she called Black women roaches, I need you to show me the video where she called a Black woman a roach. Okay. Now I know that the word roach, I was educated on this, that New Yorkers call each other roaches, or people roaches that are like broke or poor, or you're supposed to be, you know, like some type of lower person or whatever by being a roach. It's not specifically to the color. You're so black like a roach. Like, I don't even think that she ever said anything like that. And half of you that say this have never seen her in a video call a Black woman a roach. Yes, it is a New York thing. So a lot of people take this narrative and they run with it, and they've never seen her call anyone a roach or be colorist in any way. I actually have a video of Cardi B speaking about the discrimination that her family has faced in their lives. And when we say Black and brown, when we say our Black and brown sisters and brothers or whatever, we're talking about brown. Do you know brown are Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Native Americans, anybody that is like ethnic, Hispanic, or anything like that, and they're not Black. We're not saying Black and brown meaning dark Black people and light-skinned people. Black and brown is referring to Hispanics and Blacks. Okay? So I'm really tired of the whole narrative that she is a racist or a colorist. She don't like black people, don't like black women. Black women always want to have this argument when y'all don't even like each other. Black women are the first women to drag me and come in my comments and tell me that I'm broke. I don't, I don't work. I need to get on this. I need to drag me for filth and don't even know me. Black women do this. So I don't even want to hear that. Oh, she's a this, she's a that, when we do it to ourselves. Oh, so we get a pass. We get a pass. We're allowed, black women are allowed to drag me. Right? So if it was another black woman calling anyone a roach, it would be okay because we're allowed to put each other down. But then you want to put it off on, oh, Cardi B, she called us roaches. Like you really give a damn. You don't give a damn. You just don't like Cardi B. You don't give a damn that Cardi B called another black woman a roach because you don't even like black women. You don't like your damn self. So I don't even want to hear that. Because if you liked yourself and you loved yourself, then you would love me and you would like me and you wouldn't drag me every chance you fucking get. Now, Tasha K and this whole lawsuit and running to Africa, in my opinion, I don't think that it's going to work. I think that eventually she's going to have to pay Cardi B. Now, I don't think she's going to give the whole $3 million all up front, of course, because she don't have it. Who would have $3.8 million? You guys know she don't have that. You know she don't have it. A lot of people wouldn't have it. So I believe whatever garnishment percentage is in Atlanta, I believe they're going to go off of Georgia courts because this lawsuit was in Georgia and they both, lived in Georgia at the time, regardless of whether she done moved to Africa. And I think it's 30%, the garnishment, the top percentage that you can garnish from someone's wages is 30% of their income. So I believe she's going to have a 30% garnished from her bank account every month. I believe that is going to happen. Okay. And like I said, it might not come right away, but I believe they're going to toss out this appeal. I don't think that she's going to, it's going to even be heard. I think once everybody's briefs are in, the court's going to make a decision that they're not going to hear the appeal and they're going to uphold the decision. And then the judgment is going to take effect. And I believe it's going to be 30% of whatever she's bringing in monthly in her bank account. Now, that's just my prediction. Okay. I could be wrong, but that's my prediction. Right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. What she did to Cardi is wrong. And that's the thing. I mean, everyone says, well, you're making money off Tasha K. You're talking about Tasha K. Tasha K talks about all of her content is about other people. So she's allowed to do content on other people, but we're not allowed to do no content on her. Where does that work at? This is YouTube. This is what we're supposed to do. This is what y'all want. I give you guys what you want. I have plenty of other content on my channel. It's not my fault that people don't want to watch that and they want to watch the fuckery, but I give a wide variety. I don't just do topics on Tasha K. I have true crime. I have documentaries. I have celebrity gossip. But for some reason, everybody wants to talk about Tasha K. Hey, Tammy, my proud member. So it is not my fault that you want to see this type of content. I'm supposed to give the viewers what they want. If I don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. So I'm going to get my money. That's the game. That's the YouTube game. And that's what Tasha figured out. Oh, y'all like fuckery. So I'm going to go dig in people's personal life and I'm going to get all of the salaciousness and give it to you. Every interview she does is all the hot shit that's being talked about. Soon as the Bishop Whitehead went viral, boom, she got him on the show. Soon as this person gets viral, boom, she got him on. Y'all ain't saying shit about that. I can't get these other people. I can't, I have my little interviews here and there, but I'm not paying people to come on my show just to get some interviews. No, I'm going to do topics on shit that's already out there and make my money. She want to chase people down and then she's not even breaking 100K views. Now the argument is, oh, she's not getting these views anymore because she has the app and everybody's on the app. No, you use a goddamn lie. Everybody is not on that damn app. She's got 1 million people. She don't got 1 million people on that app. So those numbers should be reflecting at least 300, 400K on her views still on YouTube. Tasha K ain't broke 100K in her last 9 videos. Okay, some of her videos haven't even broke 60K. And you trying to still tell me that Tasha K is running YouTube? She's the queen of YouTube? I have a couple videos on my channel that has gained more views than videos she has. And that's a goddamn shame for somebody that has 1 million subs. If you go look at her channel, the last 9 videos, she have not broke 60K, 100. She hasn't broke 100K at all. So where she winning at? Where? Tasha K ruined her career on YouTube by fucking with Cardi B. Period. That was her downfall. And all I have to say is, was it worth it? I'm pretty sure now, looking back, if she could do it all over again, she would do it over. And now look at Lovely T. When just the documentary we just did, and we showed what she did to Lovely T. And when Lovely T realized, this bitch played me, and she turned around and turned from that shit, look at her now. Look at Lovely T now. Lovely T is going straight to the top. The math ain't mathing. And I don't even want to hear that it's the app. It's not the app. Ain't nobody paying no money for no damn app. Tasha K is suffering tremendously. That's why financially she left as well. It wasn't just the Cardi B situation as far as not wanting to pay her the judgment. It was the Cardi B situation. That shit took her down. It took her views down, her money down, her revenue. And if she had stayed in the States, she wouldn't be able to afford her lifestyle. She wouldn't be able to afford to keep up. Because like I keep telling you and explaining how YouTube works, we start over every month with our revenue. Once we get paid, boom, the slate gets wiped clean and we start over. We get paid per 2,000 per 1,000 views. I'm sorry, per 2,000 views. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you something. Let me show you something. I'm going to show you something real quick. Okay. Let's see. Let me see something. Yeah. 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 The YouTube Millie is worth 1,000 views, right? So when I told you before, I'm not going to pull this thing because then it shows my whole thing, and I'm not showing people that. People will be digging all through that, and it'll be all over YouTube. But I'm just going to explain it to you. So a YouTube Millie, the way it works, people think that we get paid per views, And people think that we get paid for the subscribers. We don't get paid for the subscribers. The subscribers is more like a bragging right. It's more like, you know, just the rite of passage. Like, I've done all of this and boom, look at all the followers I have. Look at all the subs I have, right? But we don't get paid off that. So you have to be at a certain level to get monetized, and that means you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So when people say, oh, you get paid for your subs, they're saying that because they know that you can't get paid until you have 1,000. But once you have your 1,000 subs and your 4,000 watch hours, you basically can make the same amount of money that a person with 1,000,000 subs can make, because you get paid for views. You get paid for your engagement. And you don't get paid per view, you get paid per milli, which a milli equates to 1,000 views. And then it's a CPM rate that is calculated based off of your engagement. And that's what they determine that they pay you per milli. So you can have a CPM rate of $22 or $16 or something like that every month. And then it even goes down to every video. So depending on how good the video does out the gate and all of that, they calculate your CPM per video. And then whatever 1,000 views that video makes, you're going to make your CPM rate. So say if I have a good video, does good, they calculate my CPM rate for that video to be $20. Every 1,000 views I get, I'm going to get $20. So it's not per view. It's per 1,000 views. Which is like I keep telling people, I might get 6,000 views off a Tasha K video and make $10 or make $70 maybe. It all depends on the CPM. So you always have to have videos performing well, doing well, and hundreds of thousands of views to get $500 a video or $1,000 a video, which is why people pump so many videos out per week or per month so that they can be making money off of each video. And they're hoping that each video does well. No, you don't get paid for your likes. Your likes equates to the engagement, which boosts up your CPM rate. Yeah. So you don't specifically get paid for a like. You just, it factors in to your CPM rate because your engagement will go up. So if a lot of people are liking a video, it drives your engagement up, which drives your CPM rate up. Yep. So it's like I keep telling people all the time, I teach YouTube classes. And if you are a YouTuber and you want to learn, you guys can email me at teachyouhowtotube@gmail.com. I always have it in the description box. You can go ahead and check that out. But I have been doing YouTube classes for a few months now. And like one of my students, we got her monetized in less than 60 days. And she's already up to almost 16,000 viewers. She's monetized. She's almost surpassed me. She gets hundreds of thousands of views on her videos. She does true crime, and she just took the class and went straight out the gate. Like, she's doing great. Hey, Adriana says, I can't wait to hit that. I know. Now, if you have hit a video that gets $1,000, right? Like I had, like I always say, my Monique videos, Jada videos, those ones that got the 100,000 views, that's where I made like really good money. But if you got 2 or 3 videos that are running at the same time, making that kind of money, then that's when you're going to see $5,000, $10,000 a month. But mind you, you have to do that every month. It's not once you get to that 10,000, they automatically pay you 10,000 a month. No, that shit is rewind, it's wiped clean, and you got to start all over. So your one check might have been all like that because you had a lot of views, but then the next month you're starting over. So it's not like, oh, I'm adding onto that 10,000. No, it starts all over again. Now, of course, you do get paid off of the old videos, but you're not going to get that high engagement amount off of it because you already got paid for that. So you're still getting views, but it's not a lot of views, right? So it's like I say, it's a whole, it's different algorithms. It's not just one, and it's a lot involved when doing YouTube. It's very stressful. So if, like I said, with Tasha K, she put herself in the box of trying to get these salacious videos and trend every time she do a video. That's a lot of pressure. And you can't possibly keep up with that. You will run yourself ragged. Can you imagine that? Like I gotta get it, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. And how many people can you find that then broke up the marriage or that's gay or that you found is on the DL or they got herpes? I mean, how many people can you find this shit out about? So that's why it would, benefit people to learn how to do more things and multiple things on YouTube and have multiple types of content. Because if you run dry in one thing, then you can do something else. That's why I have a variety. I'm starting off the venture into some other type, true crime little type of things, and it's going to take a while for us to get into that algorithm and build that viewership, but it'll be worth it because I don't have to be just stuck on doing celebrity gossip or just Tasha K or just documentaries. I can do a whole variety of things. So that's why I encourage people to take all the classes you can take, learn everything you can learn about YouTube, learn how to edit, learn how to do it all, because you won't have to just be stuck on one thing, right? You can venture out. So that's it, you guys. I done gave y'all a YouTube. I always do that. I always end up talking to y'all about YouTube, but you can't help but do that with this topic because it just always takes me back to she can't possibly keep up with that. And why do people think that she could keep up with that? No, YouTube is going to stop monetizing. It will need to be approved. What you going to do, Tasha Boo? Tasha said that YouTube would never stop monetizing, because if they stop monetizing, then they won't make any money. It's all for ads. So they wouldn't stop. They probably would told her they're going to stop monetizing you. They're not going to stop monetizing because they ain't going to make no money. They make money off the ads. YouTube get they cut and we get our cut. They get 30% off of our cash apps. I mean, not cash apps, our super chats, super stickers, our memberships, all that stuff. They get 30% off that. You think they're going to stop monetizing? Yeah, right. Tasha always says stuff like that. I think you got to learn her shit by now. She'll put little shit out there like that. So if something would happen to her channel and it gets demonetized, then she got everybody thinking that it didn't happen to everybody else, that it's not just her. Think about that. Why the hell would Google stop monetizing a billion people on YouTube making money, and they're gonna stop monetizing? Yeah, okay. It needs to be approved now. Our videos have to be approved now. They already go through checks and balances, and the ad suitability is approved on every video. So see, she just be saying shit, and if you don't know, you will believe her. I'm glad you got the information. I will email you. Okay. I'm here for you. But yeah, so y'all don't believe in the shit that woman says. I don't know. Tasha K, I believe that she just squandered away her opportunities and her talent. She really could have did so well and went far. I think she was on the right track. But greed took over. Pride and greed destroyed her. So if you guys ain't got no more questions, I'm getting ready to get up out of here. It's 3 a.m. It's 230 people in here. Thank you. I really appreciate y'all. It is Friday night, so I know y'all ain't got nowhere to be. Everybody off. Well, some people do work on the weekends, but I don't. I work Monday through Friday, and I am off. But I will be doing working on that part 2. I was hoping to have it for my end of month numbers, but I'm not. It's just too long. Part 2 is extremely long. I wanted to keep it under 2 hours. I'm trying to keep it under 2 hours, but it's extremely long. You see that thumbnail. Everybody that's in that thumbnail is discussed in this video because they all have a part to play. Nikki got a part to play in it because Tasha was trying to, you know, um, impress Nikki. That had to do with that NDA that she didn't sign and didn't want to sign, and the whole Queen radio interview. uh Daytime Tea Time and Armand is in this thing because she pulled them into the lawsuit by naming them in it, and I'm going to show y'all how she did that and why she did that. Storm, we all know why he's going to be discussed. Chelsea, we all know why. Wiley, we all know why. All these people they all have a part to play in this saga. They might not be directly like they told her, or had a part to do with her being sued, but a lot of things came into play with these people, right? So yeah, part 2 is going to be off the chain, and it'll be more of a documentary style. It won't be so many clips. It will be more of me talking and explaining and teaching, doing what I do. Okay. Thank you, Glamma. Oh, I appreciate that. I try to be intelligent when I ain't being silly. Okay. So thank you guys for being here. I'm getting ready to go. Make sure you like this video, share the video. Most importantly, subscribe. Click down on the Ritual link. It's in the description box. Ritual is actually a site. They provide like vitamins. They have like health food stuff. They got shakes, those health food shakes or whatever they are. I really like them. They have one that tastes really good. They also have vitamins for children, men. So go ahead and check them out. I do not promote anything that I don't use. So I have used their products, and they're great. All right. So y'all have a good night or good morning. Like, share, subscribe. I'm gone, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.